Let's be real. The best time to get your money right was yesterday. The next best time is today. I know, I get it. I've been there. Credit card debt, bills piling up, and not taking those calls. I was making good money, but still living paycheck to paycheck. I didn't know what I didn't know. I was embarrassed and I was ashamed. Can you relate? But I have good news. You can take action today. It's not too late. Hi, I'm Dignity Coach MarieYolaine, and I am here to empower you to reclaim dignity in your finances.
Man, she sounds real serious. And it's me. Last year, I worked 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. It felt like 26 hours a day, 9 days a week. I called it determination to make money, pay off debt, and to build wealth. But my primary care physician called it working myself to illness or death. I was like, do you not see what I'm trying to do here? And by the way, I work really well under pressure. She didn't even reply. All she wanted me to see was how my health was suffering. I was like, yikes. My head was spinning. What do I do? Welcome to Dignity in Dollars, y'all. I'm your host, Financial Dignity Coach MarieYolaine. You are not here because you lack discipline. You're here because you are tired, like I was. And today, we're talking about this truth. You don't need more willpower. Again, you don't need more willpower. You need a system. So let's talk about disciplined burnout, if you hadn't heard of it before. We sometimes get it in our minds that the more hours we work, the more that we neglect ourselves, the more that we deny ourselves, especially when it comes to our finances, that we're going to get some kind of return on that investment. I'm here to tell you that is not true. You're not going to get a return on your investment. I can tell you that for myself, because having that mindset not only landed me in the hospital, it landed me with a heart monitor. And I remember the day, and so you know how far out my brain was. I live here in New York, and it's a U. So I lived on this part of the U, and my doctor was on the other side, up in Harlem. So I go to the doctor, and I'm like, this is going to take like 5 minutes. Let me go in, get it done, because I have clients. I got to go teach Pilates. I got to go do this. I got to go do that. Well, I get there, and she's like, I'm a little bit concerned. Can you stay longer? We want to do some more tests. I was like, no, I have this class to teach, that class to teach. I have 2 clients, and then I got to get home. I don't think that I understood the severity and the importance of this moment. So she says, okay, if you have to go, we're going to strap on a heart monitor on you, and you need to keep it on for 24 hours so we can monitor you. So it had 3 little nodules here, and it had a belt around it, etc. I was like, yeah, that's fine. So they put that on, and I run out of there, run down the stairs, run to the subway so that I can get to my class and teach. I have forgot that I had the thing on till I got home, and I was like, oh, I'm going to go take a shower. And I was like, are you though? Because here's this big giant thing strapped to your body. And I was like, right. But it took that moment for me to realize that I was so focused on getting the bag, making the money, and convincing myself that I needed to be more disciplined about it, I need to be more focused about it at the expense of my health. And I've tried everything. And I'm sure you can relate too. You've tried budgets. You've tried spending freezes. You've tried no more extra spending rules. And maybe it started off really well. You were 100% committed. And on Monday it was good. Tuesday was good. It might have even been good for the whole 7 days of the week. And that was it. It worked for a week. Then life happens. And then you feel like you failed. But I'm here to tell you, you didn't fail. Discipline fades. Systems last. I did not have a system. I was determined, I was dedicated, and I was disciplined. But to what end? I did not have a system. And here's the result of it. I was not alone in these things that my doctor was telling me. I was just so myopically focused on my discipline and determination. But here's some statistics. 72% of adults report feeling stressed out about money. So you're not alone. 72%. That is probably 7 out of the 10 people that are in your life. If you include yourself, it's 8 out of the 10 people that you know. And for this little piece of paper that has so much power over us, that we are willing to negate our health or negotiate with the doctor who's trying to help me and my heart, this tells you where our money mindset is and how money trauma is real, and how when we learn certain things about money when we're children, that they manifest so strongly as adults, and we get put on a track and we don't even know that we're on it. And we're time to make the donuts, and we don't realize that there's a cost for this. And that cost is my stat number 2. Financial stress is linked to anxiety, depression, and sleep problems. So money affects your whole body. When you are able to understand it, to manage it, to multiply it, to measure it, you're feeling pretty good about yourself. But when you're not able to do those things, it becomes very stressful. And oftentimes we're not even aware that the stress in and of itself is a result of that. We don't often make the mind, body, soul, spirit connection. And I'm saying this to you as a person of faith, as a person who believes God, who loves Jesus, not even thinking that, is this the way God wants me to live my life? To be stressed out about money all the time? No, I promise you it is not. There are multiple scriptures that literally make the story I just told you in the beginning put me in the complete wrong category. And when you think, for example, of the story of the talents, right? So that one person put it in the bank and it increased in interest. Another one kept it. It didn't decrease, didn't increase either, but maintained. But then there was the one that buried it out of fear, out of stress, out of depression. I'm sure that person lost sleep as well. And what did they get out of that? It was taken from them. And then the rest of what they had was also taken. So as believers, we have to think about, what is the purpose of money in our lives? I'll tell you. You can remember it because it's 5 fingers on your hand, right? We make money, we save money, we invest money, we donate or give money, we spend money. Spend is last. Why is that? Because if we make money and we spend money, then there is no savings. There is no investing. There is no giving to the causes that we're passionate about, or helping a friend or a family member out that may really need it. But the whole financial system is set up for you to spend money, which is why you have to go make it so that you can spend it. And I'm here to tell you that is not God's system at all for anybody, meaning everybody, whether you believe in God or not. If stress is the thing that makes us have it all in common, then does it matter? It doesn't. Trust and believe. This life of having money be a stressor, of losing sleep, of being depressed, of being anxious, it is not for you. And it's not for your body. Because at some point, it can only take so much, and then it manifests as disease, as depression. And I don't want that for you. I will say, third stat I want to share with you. Studies show that habits built with systems are far more successful than habits built on willpower alone. So just saying I'm going to be better with my money, that's not going to do it. I'm going to work harder. That's not going to do it. I need to be more disciplined. That's not going to do it. I need to be more determined. Also not going to do it. All of those things are great, but they need to be put into a framework, into a structure that works for you. Structure always wins. Always. Because the days you don't feel like it, the structure is already there for you. And that's what you want. You want something that becomes almost on autopilot. So in the days you don't feel like it, the system can hold you up and hold you down. Because willpower, if we're going to do a comparison between systems and willpower says, try harder. Systems say, let me help you. A system reduces decision fatigue. You don't have to think about every single thing all of the time. A system protects you when you're tired. A system makes the right choice easier. So let's talk about some actions that we can take, because self-talk is also very important. I'm going to say this every time that I'm with this microphone. The main thing you have to stop saying, I am not good with money. First, whatever follows I am follows you. So I am not good with money. Not good with money follows I am. So your words have power. And when you choose to say that about yourself, you will create the environment, the systems that will make that true. That is called a self-fulfilling prophecy. So if you continue to say that, you absolutely will not be good with money. And I'll also say that this has nothing to do with your belief system. You may say, well, Coach MarieYolaine, sure, I can start saying I am good with money, but I'm not. Okay, so two things can be true at the same time. If you're trying to change your mind, you have to acknowledge where your mind is right now and where you want it to be. So where your mind is right now, maybe I am not good with money, but where your mind is going to be is I am good with money. So you have to keep saying that to yourself. I remember the CD, yes, I'm dating myself, The Miseducation of Lauryn Hill. You've been miseducated. It is not that you are not good with money. It's that you were never taught about money. So therefore, when you do the, the addition to that, you walk that out. Okay, you're not good with money, but you were taught that. So that means you can unteach yourself that, and you can reteach yourself how to be good with money, how not to be afraid of budgets, how to learn how to read a budget, how to make a budget. All of these things are available as soon as you start detaching yourself from the limiting beliefs that are, newsflash, not true. It is literally the gospel according to you. Using fear, which is false evidence appearing real, to justify keeping yourself stuck. And again, I'm here to tell you, you don't have to be stuck. Start being kind to yourself, giving yourself grace, and start saying, I am good with money. If you want to be in the middle of that, I will be good with money. It will require action on your part. It will. There's no miracles and magic here. We do work. But the work actually leads to I am good with money. So let's talk about some actions that we can take. I'll give you 3. Number 1, stop calling yourself undisciplined. The words that we say to ourselves, y'all, is so important. It goes out of your mouth gate into your ear gate, then it goes inside, then it goes here. So your spirit, soul, and body are going to get into agreement about something negative about you. So then your soul is burdened, and then your body is at, they call it dis-ease before you get to disease, right? Your body is not at ease because you're speaking negatively towards yourself. And we have enough to deal with out here without that. So be kind to yourself. Say good things to yourself. And then think about what actions you're going to take. And I'll also say this. If you are the most positive person in your group, you need a new group. Again, sure. If you are the most positive person in your group, you need a whole new group. It is very challenging and difficult when you are in a space where everyone is negative and you're trying to be positive, where you are outgoing and everyone's like, no, it's not going to work. You need to find another group of the people who have either achieved what you want to achieve or they're working towards that, so that you can be in a community where there's accountability, there's encouragement for you, because it will not be enough for you to do that for yourself. We as humans are not created to be isolated and to be alone. We're created to be in community because we don't grow in isolation. We grow in community with others, not by ourselves. Not by ourselves. So I encourage you today, as you go through the rest of the day after watching this episode, listen to the words that are coming out of your mouth about yourself. I like to say Control, Alt, Delete, or reset, because you already put it out there. But guess what? You can say something to cover it that is much more positive. And if you practice it, you will not become perfect, but you will see progress. And that's why we practice here in Focus Fire, because we want to see progress. Because it took us arguably decades to get in the situation that we are in. So we cannot expect that we're going to say, I am good with my money one time and everything's going to change. It's not. Little by little, it will though, if you continue to repeat it to yourself, then followed by action. So stop calling yourself undisciplined. You are not, what's the word? You're not broken. You're overwhelmed. Now I got up this morning. I wanted to do some really important research to work on my website and do some research about speaking opportunities. When I started to do it, I was really excited because I love that stuff. So as I'm working on it, I'm like, oh, I like this website and I like this website. And I watched this short video, grabbing things. And all of a sudden, this wave of overwhelm came over me like, oh my gosh, this is a lot. I'm never going to get it done. It's not going to work. I'm done. I got up and I took a lap around the apartment and I came back because it was trapped in my body. And I know now what to do. There is such a thing as the spirit of overwhelm. The purpose is to shut you down. So whatever it is that you were doing that you were happy about 5 minutes ago and you're excited to see progress and to start a plan and put a system together, the overwhelm is fight or flight. And most of the time we fly. But I'm telling you, you can fly, but you can come back. Acknowledge what it is and then get your focus back, which is what I did. So now I know what the overwhelm feels like, and now I know what to do about it. You are not broken. You are overwhelmed, and you can do something about it. Action number 2. Automate one thing this week. Not 10, not even 5, just one. Maybe it's your savings. Every 2 weeks when you get paid, put $25 towards your savings. Literally go into your account, set it up. It will do it every 2 weeks or every month, whatever works for you. If you are an entrepreneur, side hustler, business person, and you pay yourself, you would do the same thing. Once you put what you pay yourself into the account, automatically $25 goes into your savings. Boy, are you going to be happy in December. Because that's a set it and check it. Because we never set it and forget it. We set it and then we check it. So savings is one. Bill pay. You can take one bill and put it on auto pay. There are multiple good reasons to do this. Number one, it's one less bill to be thinking about. And number two, and I did this and I can tell you that it worked. I took one bill, I put it on auto pay on a credit card, and then I made sure that it got paid every month. It increased my credit score almost 200 points in 1 year. So I know a lot of you are concerned about that, about how do I improve my credit score? There's one for you. And again, this requires no extra work on your part. You set it, go live your life, and this bill is getting paid. And if you just literally replicate that, you will see exponential improvement in your credit score. Another is debt payment. I know that it feels stressful whenever we hear that word debt and payment together, right? You can do it in phases. You can get a accordion folder, box, whatever it is that works for you. And find all the bills. The ones that are longer than 1 month to pay, and put them in the bin. That might be all that you have the energy for, and that is okay. Because if you're feeling the overwhelm, walk away. Come back to it and organize them. Here's what's going to happen. Because we haven't opened near bill that has come in, you'll have like 25 envelopes. And it'll turn out that 10 of them are from the same debt collector or debt source. So it's not really 10, it's 1, because you just throw out the other 9, and the one that's the most recent one, that is the one. You either pay it off in full, or you call them and you set up a payment plan. Sometimes we realize that fear has us running around the building, and we just need the strength of a mustard seed, the faith of a mustard seed to walk into the building. Because I know that the voices are saying only negative things, but I'm saying to you, what if you call them and they say, yes, you can get on a payment plan? What if you call and they say, actually, we don't even have this debt listed here? And then you're like, was I stressing out over this for years and it's not even on my credit report? Yes, I've done that. Facing our fears is the beginning of money peace. Just face it and then walk away and come back. So savings every 2 weeks, every month, pick an amount, just automate it. Savings is one, bill pay is the second one. Choose one bill, set it on auto pay. Choose one long-term debt and either pay it off or call them and set up a payment plan. Automation removes emotion. And that is where the devil is in the details. We are emotionally tied to this money, to having it, not having it, needing it, wanting it. It's never enough. You need to break up with your emotions about money, because your emotions don't care about you and neither does the money. And if you don't tell your money where to go, it just goes away. So little by little, I'm dropping all of the playbook here. You put these things into effect, and I promise you, you will see progress. And that's all we need to see is a little bit of progress to give us a lot of encouragement. Action number 3, create a weekly 15-minute check-in with yourself. Same day, same time, no judgment. Why are you doing this? It will recalibrate you to expect to do it, like going to the gym. If you go to the gym for 6 months every Monday, what happens when you stop? Maybe the first day you don't feel it. Second day, you definitely start. Third day, your body's like, what are we doing? Then 3 weeks go by, and it's going to take all the energy. When you go back in, it's like you've been gone for 6 months. This is why consistency is key. Same day, same time, and no judgment. You're just spending 15 minutes. This is a small rhythm that you can start that will have a big change for you. 15 minutes. And hey, if 15 minutes feels like a long time, start with 5. Build up to 10, get to 15. There's no judgment here. Starting is winning. Just start. And then try a little bit every single time. And I encourage you to celebrate your wins, because that is also encouraging to your spirit, your soul, and your body. That you're like, I did the 15 minutes. I feel good about myself. I'm going to go take a walk. I'm going to go get my nails done. I'm going to go do something for me because I gave myself grace. Changing your relationship with money is changing your relationship with yourself. You will learn so much about you, of what your money story is, of how you got here, of what the trauma is that you've been carrying, and how to heal from it. Because I'm sorry to tell you, but it's the truth, and I'm going to say it out of love. It's not the money. It's you. You are the one in the position of power to change this. And please do not listen to the, how do we say this? Please don't listen to the more money is going to fix this. It won't. If you're not managing $100, you're not managing $500, you're not going to be able to manage 1,000 or 3,000 or 5,000 or 10,000 or $1 million. The bad habits you may have now have small consequences. But becoming a millionaire, those consequences exponentially rise. So how about we just address it now? How about we learn to master our money now? No matter how much money you have, manage what you have. Master what you have. Remember earlier I told you how I was working myself to death? And there's no awards for that, by the way. Like, you just gone. And I didn't know I was doing it, because inside it just felt like I'm determined. Sometimes it takes somebody else, because when you're in the jar, as they say, you can't see the label. So someone else has to come and go, hey, you look tired. Or I haven't seen you in a long time. Are you getting enough sleep? Are you drinking enough water? And that's what my doctor did for me. So as a result of her saying that last year, this year is different. And so is my relationship with money. I went from working 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. I now have a 3-day work week. And Thursday, Friday are for me to learn, to think, to read. It's for me. Which then actually gives me my weekend to do things like normal people do, like go out to dinner, go to the museum, go see a movie, people things. I also go to bed by 11. I remember the Holy Spirit said to me one day when I was complaining how tired I was on a Tuesday. And he said, well, the issue is not that you're tired on Tuesday. It's that your Monday didn't end until 3 o'clock in the morning. Then you got up at 6 o'clock and tried to have a full day. Didn't eat breakfast either. Should just put all my business out there. Sometimes we ask our body to do a lot, but we don't put a lot in our body. So there's no fuel. But did I not get up and run all over town for 12 hours? I absolutely did. I'm much better now. So I go to bed at 11. I actually wake up early. I'm going to let you in on a secret. This early in the morning thing, this is the Quan, This is the spot. I get up and I realize the whole world is still asleep. Awesome. No one's calling my name. I don't have clients. I don't have classes. There's no trainings, nothing. It gives me time to get up, to pray, to think, to journal, to exercise, to eat, make my smoothie, have a cup of tea. And then from 6 to 9 a.m., that is my sacred time. No clients, no classes, no phone. In fact, my phone is off. My focus is high and my pressure is low. This is my system now. This is my rhythm. And I know already, because I had the same default, the excuses are coming. But Coach M, I have work and I have kids and I have this and I have that and I have 3 jobs. And I had all those things, except for the kids. It doesn't matter. Everyone has 24 hours and 7 days. It is not negotiable. You're not going to get an extra hour and you're not going to get an extra day. So what you have the power to do is to manage the time that you have. And that might mean that you make some different decisions. It might mean that you talk to your tribe and like, listen, I'm tired, y'all, a lot. Help me. What do you think I should be doing? Money cannot be the reason that you are doing something or not doing something. Your peace is much more valuable and important than that. I encourage you to know that when we actually make, because I'm sorry, let me go back because say what I really was thinking. All money ain't good money. It's not. Working yourself to death money is not good money. But working normal hours, learning to save, to invest, and other avenues, other income streams that will not cause you any kind of physical, mental, emotional, or financial stress, they are out there. Like I said, if you're the smartest person in your group, the most positive person, find another group. Because I promise you, your mindset, there's another group that can help you to think about it in a different way. Our community, the Focus Fire community, is that. We're always thinking about different things in different ways because we want to be better. This is why my pressure is low. This is my system. This is my rhythm. You don't need more pressure. You need a system that works for your real life. So if you're ready to stop forcing discipline and start building real structure, I invite you to join my Master Your Money Without a Budget You Hate workshop. Inside, you'll learn the 4M framework that I created out of all of the drama. It is my misery term message. You'll learn how to build a system that supports you and how to manage your money without shame, because you are good at money. You are good at managing money. You are good at making money. You are good at saving money. You are good at investing money. You are good at giving money away. You are good at spending money because you have a budget. When you're ready, I'd love to support you. Registration for the next workshop is opening soon. So follow me at Focus Fire Life on IG and Focus Fire on Facebook to stay in the loop. I really hope that you got something out of today, because it means something to me to share the things that have happened in my life that I know can help other people. So if I can save you some time, some stress, and years of pulling out all your hair, I'm here for it. I'm here for it. So thank you for choosing to give yourself grace today. I pray healing over you and your finances. I pray overflow to meet your needs and the needs of the people and causes you care about. I speak financial blessings over you according to Deuteronomy 8:18. It is the Lord your God who gives you the power to produce wealth, not working 24/7. And Luke 6:38, give and you will receive. Your gift will return to you in full, pressed down, taken together and running over to make room for more and poured into your lap. The amount you give will determine the amount you get back. So go out there, reclaim, restore, transform, and inspire. And remember, what you desire, you deserve. I'll see you next week on Dignity and Dollars. Bye.